there seems to be, especially when you're talking about from the grant making perspective, there's an unspoken or an unaddressed issue, which is political giving. And I wonder if there's a conversation to be had with these families or in these circumstances where you're talking about, what's your return on investment? Well, a lot of times your best return on investment is good policy, good public policy. And I'm wondering when and whether those conversations are appropriate and how you manage them in the context of investing.
Talk about it not from the financial investing standpoint, but from conversations we've had with funders, where the conversation is focused on social impact or the good in the world that they're trying to do. I remember we had a donor seminar, and folks had very different causes they cared about. Some were focused on environmental issues, some were focused on K-12 education issues, some were focused on poverty alleviation. And I just did a quick poll and said, show of hands, and how many of you are actively engaged in efforts to change policy? And almost every single person raised their hand. And I think that's because when you think about some of the social change that people want to see, it goes back to the earlier conversation about collaboration. There's no one sector that's going to be able to make that change happen. And for a lot of folks, their philanthropy, you have $300 billion of philanthropic capital allocated each year. Okay? That is dwarfed by the amount of public financing that is spent in the top few school districts in this country. Right? So this link between, can private philanthropy be a lever to move public financing? That's where the policy conversations come in, and for some of the most serious and thoughtful funders that we speak to, that link is explicit in their strategy.
I mean, that's true internationally as well. So, I mean, you've got to start, if you're interested in education, for instance, in Ethiopia, you've got to interact with the Ministry of Education, you've got to interact with regional education, you've got to interact with district education levels, and otherwise, essentially, you're going to be missing at least half the impact that you can actually have.